So friends, before we begin today's video, I just want to show you these seedlings. These are jackfruit seeds that I've recently grown. It's only been about a month and they've already started to sprout. Of course, since this is the end of the year and winter has begun, their growth will slow down now. They'll grow faster next year when the warmer season arrives, around March or April. You can see here, I've grown quite a few seeds. I ordered the fruit online, removed the seeds, and planted them myself. I've placed these seedlings under a mango plant so they stay safe from frost during winter nights. They still get some sunlight from the side during the day, which helps protect them from the cold. Now, coming to the main part of the video, these branches I planted earlier, I've noticed something strange. They've started to bend downward, and I'm not sure why. If I look closely, the branches that grew more are bending down, while the ones that grew less are still standing upright. This started happening right after I removed their cover. I'm not exactly sure what's causing this, so you can tell me in the comments why you think these new branches are bending down. Alongside these new shoots, I've also planted 4 more cuttings to check whether they can grow without covering. Let me know in the comments what you think. Will they grow without covering or not? So, in today's video, I'll be planting these cuttings directly in soil only because many of you commented asking me to try that method. Lemons generally grow very well in soil. This time, I'm using seedless lemon, a new variety. I'll be taking its branches and growing them as cuttings. So let's start by selecting and cutting the branches. Here, I found one branch that looks best for cuttings. It's slightly older and thicker, so I'll cut it first. Now I've cut another branch too, so I have 2 branches ready. Let's take them over to the working area and prepare them. As suggested by many of you in the comments, we'll follow the same method you recommended. This first branch here is quite thick, so I'll trim it at an angle like this. There we go, now it's ready. There were no leaves on this one, so that's perfect. The second cutting has leaves, so I'll remove all of them carefully, like this. And now both cuttings are ready. I'll make a slanted cut at the base, around a 45-degree angle, so that roots can grow easily from the bottom and settle well in the soil. This time, I'm not using any rooting hormones. No aloe vera, no turmeric, nothing. We'll simply grow them in plain soil and later compare their growth with those planted in organic compost. Whichever grows better, we'll follow that method in future videos. This is actually my first time trying lemon cuttings. Before this, I always used the air layering method. But this year, I've started experimenting with cuttings too. Now, let's talk about the soil. I have two types of soil here. Clay-type soil, hard and dense, soft, sandy mixed soil, light and loose texture. We'll plant one cutting in the clay soil and the other in the sandy soil to see which one performs better. Here are my two disposable cups. I've already made drainage holes at the bottom. I'll start by filling one cup with clay soil, halfway full, then add some more soil. The second cup I'll fill with the soft, sandy soil the same way. Now both pots are ready. Let's plant our lemon cuttings.
Now, without using any rooting hormone, I'll simply insert the first cutting into the sandy soil and the second one into the clay soil. Both are planted now. Next, we'll water them properly, enough so that water comes out from the drainage holes below. That way, we'll know the soil is fully moist. We don't want to water too frequently, so one deep watering is enough. Now I'm watering the first pot. Water is slowly absorbing into the soil. Then I'll water the second pot. It's draining quickly since it's sandy. I'll also sprinkle a bit of water on the branches to keep them moist. Both cuttings are now well watered. I'll let the excess water drain out completely before placing them in their final spots. After that, I'll be doing one special experiment, something I've never tried before, using all three of my lemon varieties. I'll explain at the end of the video what that experiment is about and why I'm doing it. So, if you see here, the water has started draining out from one of the disposals while the other one hasn't started yet, but it will soon. For now, we'll let them sit for a while so all the water drains out completely before we move them. Now I'm about to show you an experiment. Here we are with our seedless lemon plant, which is a hybrid variety that produces plump, juicy lemons. I'm picking one ripe yellow lemon from the plant. It's around 2 months old. This variety is called Kagzi lemon, or paper lemon. I've picked one. And now here's another seedless lemon, quite full and firm as you can see. I'll also tell you the age of all 3 lemons as we go along so you can understand their growth stages. Now, the water has drained out from our cuttings as well. There's still a bit left since the second type of soil has lower drainage capacity. So I'll plant both cuttings here for now. While we continue our experiment. I'm planting them side by side so we can monitor their growth together and compare how they develop. I've set both of them in the soil and added some extra soil to the one where the water wasn't soaking properly. That should help with absorption. So now both cuttings are properly placed, and for the time being, we won't cover them. Let's get back to our experiment. Here's the seedless hybrid lemon that we just picked. I've placed it along with the other 2. The small one is the paper lemon. Now that we have all 3 lemons ready, let's begin our test. Before that, I've prepared a bit of sandy soil, red soil type. And I've placed a spoonful in front of each sample area to perform the experiment evenly. Now, let's discuss the lemons. The first one is the hybrid seedless lemon, the second is another seedless variety, and the third is the small paper lemon. We're going to test which one is the most sour. I'll do this by adding the lemon juice to soil samples and observing which soil reacts more visibly. The one that rises more will indicate higher acidity. Since lemons contain citric acid, which causes the reaction. So I've cut all 3 lemons. The third one is noticeably more sour than the other 2. I can tell just by the aroma and taste, but to confirm it, I'll conduct this side-by-side soil reaction test. If you smell them, the first lemon has a very mild fragrance, not sweet. The hybrid one has a lovely, slightly sweet and refreshing aroma. It's quite pleasant. The third lemon scent is sharper and tangier, very sour, which suggests high acidity. Now, I'll pour some juice on the soil samples. You may not see it clearly on camera, but I can observe that the soil surface slightly rises due to the acid reaction. This happens because of the citric acid in lemon juice reacting with soil minerals. In the second sample, I can see a minor difference, just a bit stronger reaction than the first. The hybrid one shows a slightly more noticeable reaction, probably due to higher acidity.
When I added juice from the small paper lemon, the soil reacted much faster. It rose more quickly and visibly than the other two. This confirms that the paper lemon is indeed the most sour among the three. I've tested this before too, especially when I make lemonade, and it always turns out sharper and tangier. So, this small experiment demonstrates that the paper lemon has the highest sourness level. Even though it contains less water than the others, its acidity is several times stronger. That was today's experiment, to identify which lemon variety is the most sour. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to like it and tell me in the comments what experiment you'd like to see next. This channel is made for both of us, for learning, sharing, and growing together.